Gary, a late defeat today, how do you assess that?
It's obviously also disappointing to lose, but we have to look at process, we have to look at performance, and I thought overall in the game we could have done better. I thought we started the game really well, we created the best chance of the game when we got in down the side, which we felt would be a big part of the game, and then we didn't do that enough in the first half. We didn't commit to the plan enough in the first half and invited too much pressure second half, and then a poor decision probably decides the game in the end, because for all the possession that Doncaster had, they didn't really create a lot of chances.
So have you had a chance to review the penalty decision? You said it was poor there. Why do you feel that?
Because I went on a 2-hour Zoom on Thursday afternoon to be told the new rules. We had referees come in to tell us the rules, and the new rules are that handballs will need to be deliberate, they'll need to be clear and obvious, and that is nowhere near a clear and obvious handball. We're still not sure if it did touch his hand. It wasn't in that unnatural a position, so the refs have to adhere to the new rules.
Had that not happened, had we perhaps had a 0-0 draw today, do you feel like that would have been a fair result?
I think it would have been fair in terms of chances. I think they had one chance when we lost the second ball in the middle of the pitch, and on transition they create a big chance. Fitzy has an amazing block, but we created two amazing chances in the first half with Sonny in the middle of the goal, and then Sonny from across, which we knew we could create when we attacked. We knew we could create numerical advantage in the back area, and one of them goes in and I think the game changes. But overall, in terms of performance, how we want to be, who we want to be, we have to be much better than that.
It's not a result that they'll want to remember, but Kieran Wilson and George Burt both came on today after a really impressive pre-season for their EFL debuts.
Yeah, look, and we finished the game extremely young, which is brilliant for our academy, and shows that there is hopefully a good batch of players coming through, but they're going to take time, they're going to need these experiences, and sometimes these experiences can hurt as a young player, but I think that's a good thing if you learn from it and you take something from it. But I think the squad was pretty stretched with the bench that we had. We still have some players out coming back from injury who are training, and hopefully will be back soon to create more competition within the squad.
Are you hopeful as well to be bringing in more bodies over the next month? Of course, transfer window's open for another few weeks.
Yeah, we'll try and bring in as many players as we can. We obviously, have spent most of our budget, and we've got a little bit left, but we'll do the best we can with what we've got.
First few weeks of the season, I think every club would perhaps say the same, that they're still sussing things out in terms of where their squad's at. Do you think there are a lot of lessons you can take from today?
I think we always have to take lessons, whether we win, lose or draw. I think we have to, we're always a team that reviews in terms of the performance, again, regardless of the result. The outcome today wasn't what we wanted, but there was large parts of the game that we need to be better at, and we have to, as a coaching staff, we have to work on that next week and get that across to the players, and we have to go again. We know over the course of a season, it's a long, hard season. There'll be ups and downs, and today was a disappointment, but there's 45 games to go, and we have to be better than we were in certain moments of the game for those 45 games.
Just a word on the supporters, around 600 of them up here today. A long journey always when you're from Exeter, but especially on opening day.
Yeah, it's one of the longest. I think alongside Blackpool, it's one of the longest. So again, we thank them. We thank them at the end for applauding the players and the staff. It's never easy when you lose, but they always stick with us. And hopefully back at SJP, we get a big crowd next week and give them something to cheer about and a positive result at the end. And
then just one more. Sorry, Jack McMillan, we saw go off. It looked like he was holding his sort of rib area. Was an update on him?
He's went to hospital. He's getting that assessed, but it could be a bad one. So we'll wait and hear what the assessment is, and we will, let the supporters know later how he is.
Thanks a lot, Gary.
Thank you.